Hello guys and welcome back to FXQ YouTube. This video will be another Python programming video, and in this video we will get you started with downloading Python, the basics of Python, and of course Hello World, the most basic part of Python programming. Well, actually it's the most basic part of every programming language, but whatevs bro. Okay, now let's actually get back to topic now. So in your web browser, in your search bar, just type in Python, which is Python. Once you type in that, I'm confident that it will show you a website on the first thing. Yeah, and there it is, python.org. Yeah, that's the official website of Python. And below that, there's a place called Download Python. Just click on that, and it will bring you to the Download Python page, which you could download your Python files from there. And here it is, yeah, it's a download Python site. So below that, there's every version of Python from Python 2 to Python 3. I usually use Python 3 because Python 2 is a bit too outdated. For the purpose of this video, I'm gonna download saying that it's currently the newest version, which is Python 3.7.4. But yeah, you could download any version. Although I would suggest downloading a Python 3 because Python 2 is a bit outdated in code, and I usually don't suggest using Python 2. So for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna show you the Python 3.7.4 download page. And yeah, there it is. You can see all the stuff about Python 3.7.4 and its features over here, but you should probably scroll down, and here you can see the files. This is where you could really get the Python download. You could just have to click on one of these installers and it will install Python automatically for you. I use a 64-bit Python. I use a 64-bit computer, so I usually use a 64-bit Python installer. But if your computer is a 32-bit computer, then you should probably just use other non-64-bit installers. And there's not only like files for Windows. There's also files for Mac OS and also other operating systems such as like source release. But since my operating system is Windows, so I downloaded a 64-bit Windows executable installer. But as long as the installer is suitable for your operating system, you could download any installer. Like for example, for Windows, just download Windows installer. Depends on what bit you have. If you have 64-bit, do 64-bit installer, and if you have 32-bit, then do the times 86 without the 64-bit after it. Yeah, and that's how you can download Python basically. But yeah, keep in mind that don't download the file that is not suitable for your system because it will mess up the coding late into the programming series, because a lot of code isn't compatible with a different system. So download the installer that is suitable for you. And after you downloaded Python, you should see a shortcut on your desktop saying Python idle, and behind it whatever version it is. In this case 3.7.4, and you just have to left click on that, and then it will turn you to this page, which is Python idle. This is the main platform for Python, and it's where all the configuring and all the response within the Python main platform happens. Although I usually don't use the Python idle because well, most times it does work for sure, but it cannot save what you wrote. So if you ever close the Python idle, then all of your progress will be lost. So what I suggest is you click on the file button to the top left, and then inside that file button, there's also a thing called new file. Just click on new file and it will give you a new file, and then you could type your Python code from there. And here it is. I just opened a new file. I named this file hello.py and saved it, but you could name it whatever you want. So let's get into the actual coding now. So I type in print because that is the basic thing you use to print out something on the main platform after you run the program. And then I use brackets because that's what you do. Anything that you print, the system lets print will be put into the bracket. And then I typed quote hello world, because if you're typing something on your in the print box, then you have to put quote around it, and then I type in hello world. And here it is. You can see that hello world is showing on the main idle after you run it. And that's a basic lesson. That's the first lesson everybody teaches programmers. But I'm also going to show you something else. Input. Input is a different thing. It doesn't just taking what you write. It also taking the what the users enter into the Python system. So for the purpose of this video, I type in please enter your name for the input. And then that should do is after I run it, it should print out the line, please enter your name. And then but the player after that, the user after that, what should I say, could enter in their name. And what I basically done after this is that I've written another line. I've written then we can print the input so that the input will actually be printed and inputted there so the user can see it and input their name. However, I'm not actually going to use input for this. For the purpose of this video, I'm actually going to type in x as a variable, and then I'm going to do x equals input, because sometimes if you have multiple inputs, then it's better to have a variable. So in this case, it actually print x. We will talk about variables after this video in episode 2 more. So if you don't understand the whole variable things, just wait until the next video. And here it is. You can see after I ran the program, it does give me hello world, please enter your name, and I enter the hello here. And then after I enter this, you just have to press enter for the system to configure it, and see, there it is. I also printed out the system. The system actually also printed out hello, and there it is. You're done with the first episode of Python programming. Hope you learned a lot from this episode. And see you next time.